And good evening. It's Cigar Saturday Live. I'm Tom Fischer. There's Matty Rock. How's it going, Matty?
What's up there, my brother? How we doing today?
Hey, we're doing amazing. I know and you're wearing some art by the guest we're going to be bringing on in just a moment. It's Chris RWK of Robots Will Kill. What do you have on there?
Yes, sir, my brother. One of my brother Chris's pieces that he so dopely put on a lid for me. Some of his stuff's not necessarily that easy to get, so I'm very blessed to have a piece of it. We're going to talk to him about how to see a whole bunch of his work and how to get some of his artwork and some of his upcoming shows, and have quite a few of his pieces that have been blessed enough to grab hold of over the years.
All right. Well, we will bring him on in just a moment. Chris, I think he's just about to come on camera. Chris RWK, Robots Will Kill. I'll go ahead and put the website address up so that everybody can check it out. We had him on, what was it, maybe a year and a half ago or so, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Right in the middle of the fundemic. Yes, sir.
It's the fundemic. He's been doing a lot of great work since then. We're proud to bring back Chris RWK. And here he is. Chris, how's it going, Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
My brother, how are you, my man?
Good, Matty. How you been?
Much love, man. Thank you much for taking the time. Come see us, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys having me back on. It's an honor.
We were just talking about the dopeness that adorns my dome.
Nice. Yeah, that was I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago. I did that hat. It was a fun one. It was a collaboration with Frank's Chop Chop.
Yep. It was a while back. We're getting older there, buddy.
That's for sure.
It's looking really good. And if we'll bring up some of his art here on screen in a moment. But if you want to check out his website, it's Chris Robots Will Kill. And please, if you're a fan of Cigar Saturday art, cigars, any of the things we feature like this, smash that like button, share it on whatever social media. You're joining us from Staten Island tonight, right?
Yep, Staten Island, New York. Yep.
Staten Island. What's the latest? What have you been working on since we last saw you?
So last year, 2022, had a lot of shows. Did about 9 solo shows, kind of all across the country. Some stuff over in Japan, other countries. This year, kicking it off with February 11th, I'll be doing a solo show at Harriman Projects in Manhattan.
Wow!
So that'd be a fun one. And then just staying busy, just doing as much work as I can.
Very nice. And those show dates that'll happen when? Will that be happening?
So the next one is February 11th.
February 11th. So that's really coming up soon.
Yeah, about 3 weeks from now. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I will make sure my husky self gets down there.
I appreciate it. It'll
Always,
be great
brother.
to see you. It'll be great to see you.
Well, in a moment here, I will bring up some of your wonderful work. Is there anything in particular you want me to bring up? Your website, your Instagram, what would work best?
The Instagram's gonna probably be the most latest work. All the newer stuff. The website's mainly just for the merch recently. But all the Instagram, like everything new, gets put on there, and Twitter. Pretty much all the social media stuff, the stuff people pay attention to. Some of the new pieces I'm doing. I've been doing some bronze work for a couple of shows. I've been doing these steel cutouts of the robot that I've been hand painting, and I've been working on like different oxidizing them and rusting, and just messing with the material. If you want, this is one right here right now.
Excellent. Very nice.
You can see it's all steel. And then I rusted it, and did paint, and then I'll be doing more work to it. But those will be kind of some of the pieces for the show on February 11th.
And that's fairly new.
Chris RWK, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you been? How's
good. Chilling over here with the mastermind, baby.
Yeah.
Tom, what's up, baby?
Good to see you, brother. How are you?
Good. Hey, Chris, keep grinding, man. It's out of control, man. The work just coming out, dude.
You too.
Keep grinding, dude.
You too.
I'd rather have my timeline flooded by Chris RWK than anything else, man. And that's real talk, man.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir,
Seriously.
man. Hey,
Always
Tom, you look like you're in a movie set there, buddy.
I almost am. I got lights. I got glasses, and I have cigar and whiskey. It doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah,
And I have
baby.
you all.
All right, guys. Nice seeing you guys. Rock out, man. Hell of a show, man.
It's
Take
good
care.
seeing
Chris,
you guys.
nice to see you, buddy.
Hey, hope to see you soon.
All right, brother. Take care.
I'm gonna
You
drag
too.
his ass to the show.
That'd be
All
great.
right. Did
That'd be
that
great.
come up? That came up.
Yeah, so
We made it happen. Where do you want me to go? Tell me where you want me to go here.
those first 3 images, those are all brand new sticker collaborations I did
Yeah.
with the first one is
Well, it's gonna
Thank
be.
you.
That's okay.
First
We
one's
got-
Whichever size, they're all awesome.
Just about each. Where do you want to start?
Black.
any of the pieces. So yeah, those first 3, those are all collaboration stickers. The first one's with Matt Siren, the second one's with Flying Fortress, and the third one is with 14 Bolt.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. We'll scroll down here a little further. What else are we looking at here?
Thank you.
So that first row, the second row, the first image, that's some of the pieces that are gonna be in the show in February. The second image, that's a sticker I did for a friend of mine that passed away, and the third image is more work for the show in February.
Very nice. Now, this is looking amazing. I should probably ask. I know a lot of the the theme being robots. What originally inspired this theme for you?
So so the whole name comes from the idea of doing something over and over again and becoming robotic and it kind of killing the reason why you did it for the like in the first place. So a lot of the work kind of just centers around the robot trying to find like his place in the world, kind of like anybody, just trying to find their way and trying to understand things. And with the robot, he's kind of he's mechanical, but he's also organic at the same time.
Right.
He's trying to kind of just relate with the human world and just how things work, just like kind of like anybody really.
Right. We're all trying to figure. I see the robot saying, "My phone knows me so well."
Yeah,
It's so true on a lot of levels. Probably
It
more than
is.
you want to know.
it is. It's funny because like that all spawned from like in the morning when I'm commuting to work, my phone automatically goes into like do not disturb because it
Right.
knows that that's normally what I'm going to do.
Right.
And it's just funny that it just took it upon itself to start doing it, and it knows exactly what I was going to do. So it's kind of funny.
Oh yeah. No, they really do. They really
Yeah.
do. Even it seems like more and more each day they're knowing what's happening.
Oh, easily, yeah. And
Does your phone know you pretty well too, Matty? What do you feel like you're being followed here?
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for a SWAT team to break in one day.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not sure it's it's as fun as Chris's version of it. So yeah, I'm sure one day, like I said, I'll hear the helicopters come and the black vans and everything else. So it won't be as kind of a fun thing as it was for Chris.
If we see him behind you there at Sanja's, we'll let you know to duck. It happens.
Oh yeah. I'm a husky guy, but I hear those sirens. I can move pretty fast.
There's an escape door at Sanja's.
Yep. I can waddle my way around very quickly. You're a fat guy.
All right, here's the next line. I'm liking all these, Chris. What do we have here?
Appreciate it.
Promises made, promises kept.
so that's the show, February 11th.
Okay.
That's gonna be at the Harriman Projects in Manhattan at 210 Rivington Street.
Okay.
Show opens at 6. The second image there, that's a mural I did out in Queens. I guess it was about 10 or 11 years ago.
Oh, nice.
So it had a narwhal whale speaking to a penguin, and the penguin saying, "I'm lost." It was kind of like a general commentary on just like life in general, but also, most people think that penguins come from cold climates, but in reality, most are in warm climates. So with him being on the little iceberg up in the North Pole, the northern hemisphere with the narwhal, he's just kind of play on the fact that he's lost in life in general, but he's also lost, in reality.
Nice.
See that's obviously a mantra I always get behind.
This next one on the third one over to the right, cool enough to text, not cool enough to call.
Yeah, so that's the commentary on just kind of like how, nowadays most friends don't even, pick up the phone and call. They'll just send a text, and it's kind of just so informal now.
Right.
There's very few people who actually, will call each other and talk for more than 2 seconds.
Right. I always like a phone call. I do enjoy phone.
Well, then you have me that you just like want to get off the phone, right? So I kind of change the balance, right? When the pendulum swings too far one way, Matty Rock's here to bring. Hey, Matty, it's getting late. I'm feeling tired there, buddy.
These are great. And again, if you're not already following Chris, you're on most social media. It's at Chris RWK, right? That's the place to find most social media. If you're not already following Chris, follow him. And is it also you can follow it Robots Will Kill, or mainly just Chris RWK?
So on Instagram there is the Robots Will Kill page.
Well.
The Robots Will Kill page mainly is for like promoting other artists.
Okay.
And promoting just events and shows and stuff like that coming up.
Right.
So basically, when we started the website back in 2001, the main focus was to showcase artists in general. So with social media kind of taking over and people don't really go to websites anymore, I use that page to kind of help promote.
Right. When you first created the iconic robot, which we all know and love from Robots Will Kill, was there anything that as far as other robots, movies, that actually inspired this particular design of it? I mean, robots can look like so many different kinds of robots. What inspired this one?
So I guess it would be more like the idea of what I kind of wanted to stay away from.
Right.
So for example, like Tobar from Forbidden Planet and stuff like that. Like it was a great looking robot, but it was so kind of non-human.
Right.
And then even like Johnny Five from Short Circuit, like Short Circuit, he was cute and all, but he wasn't human like. So for my robot, I wanted to kind of have like human qualities, like the slouch that he has, the simple eyes, the X with it, the heart would be, things like that.
Yes. Oh, I really like it. And again, all over social media you can find him. Make sure you take a moment to follow Chris RWK. Matty, again, show us that hat. So get the cat just a little closer so we can see that. That's very nice.
So yeah, those were a collaboration with Frank's Chop Shop. We made 144 of them. They sold out super fast. We did a pre-sale, and in the pre-sale alone, we sold more than half, and then we saved the other half for, just release. And then they just once they were online, they were gone.
Yeah, like I said, I've been blessed over the years to have, a bunch of not just his artwork and the hats, but the vinyl. And like I said, especially, we've talked in many other shows, Tom, that how much Chris's work, especially during stuff like COVID, brought me so much joy. When you had when you're living through dark times and everything else. And when he put out those Batman pieces and everything else, you saw I put that on Instagram. And that's the beauty of what Chris has done when he shares what he has, the absolute enjoyment and fulfillment that it gives other people. That's why I'm really blessed to have him not just as a friend, but to be blessed enough to have a lot of his artwork and a lot of his pieces in my home. Because like I said, when you live in, especially in the times that we're going through lately, right, it kind of swings that balance back in a good quarter way. It makes you happy. It makes you feel hopeful. And I think that's why art is so important. It's so genuine because it's basically what can an artist give to you? They're giving of themselves, right? So you're getting what's their heart and their soul and what they're letting you see. So that's why art has always been a big part of my life. And like I said, not just great. I'm blessed to have Chris as a brother, but to have these pieces around and, just to be able to go look at them and, very, very uplifting kind of stuff, man. And like I said, if guys and gals, if you have a chance to go out there and go check out these shows. It's great. I'm a dick. Every time I say I'm going to buy one of the penguins, it sells out in like 8 seconds. So for the first 7 seconds, I'm just karate chopping the fuck out of anybody who gets in front of me, and I'm getting a penguin. I'm just telling you, Chris. I don't know what your insurance liability is at the studio. Don't care. Someone's getting the shit karate chopped out of them this time. It's just going to happen.
We'll make it happen. Don't worry about it. I appreciate that.
Always my brother.
I see some questions, and please feel free to ask questions of Chris. Chris, I liked what you did to add the specialized RWK pieces for Curation 250 show in Lowell. Will you be doing more of that for the upcoming show?
Yeah. So yeah, for the show, I'll definitely have some more of the like the oil pastels and stuff like that, stuff that I really hadn't done before. I'll be doing that. You know, I'm assuming by specialized you mean, you know, a little bit more kind of themed for New York, because there was some themed pieces for the Lowell show. They'll definitely be very iconic New York related work.
And that's part of what's inspired it, is when you go to these places, part of it, you're inspired by the region sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always kind of interesting to kind of, like, for example, like going up to Lowell and being there a few times before the show opened, and just kind of understanding the area and the neighborhood and just like what it went through and how it was, you know, basically where the Industrial Revolution started in America. And that was just a huge influence on the work, because, you know, if it wasn't for this little town in Massachusetts, we wouldn't have had textiles that we had. We wouldn't have had anything. So I always like to kind of give a nod to, you know, like the areas I'm showing in. Like even like when I did pieces for the California shows, they have like nods to California, Jersey City, you know, nods to Jersey City. For the New York shows, it's kind of almost like a default. I mean, being from here, being born and raised, you know, and ruined in New York, and I don't know anything else, you know, so like there's a lot of New York that just comes out in the pieces, you know, whether it's like the layering or the graffiti or whatever. It's very, you know, I guess relatable to the area.
Right. Very nice. Seen that also says they wore the Kerouac t-shirt the other day.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Right.
So that was a great shirt. We did me and Curation 250, we did a shirt that was a Jack Kerouac quote. Unfortunately, we had to pull the shirt because of possible trademark issues.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to pull that shirt, unfortunately.
Did you hear from someone, or did you? What's this? Any interesting story there? Or did you
no, it was just a you know, kind of passing comments from, you know, one person to another to the gallery. Right. Basically, what happens is, you know, Kerouac, all of Kerouac's, you know, family is basically gone. So like one person has, you know, copyrights for stuff. So, you know,
one of the hey, by the way conversations. Hey, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just dug up one. I was looking for one of the Batman pieces. I'm scrolling through some of my stuff. So here's one that always makes me happy to look at.
The kid in the cat costume. That was the first vinyl I did. Those were incredible. I mean, that colorway sold out super fast. We did 4 different colorways on that one.
Yeah, good to see another fellow artist, musician. We know Chad Harvey watching. Thanks for watching, Chad. Muriel. I see a lot of great people watching. Phil Schmolowicz, George Morosky. Thanks, everybody watching. Take a moment, all of our friends and new friends, like and share this video. And tell us down below what you're sipping on tonight and or what you're smoking. I see Seen That has already done that, enjoying a little Dalwhinnie 15. Very nice. Matty, what are you smoking there?
Well, I was imbuing a fine vintage of Poland Spring before. I believe in early 2023, and smoking on the SP 1014 Black. Look, everything's got the color motif going today, right? So
you just planned this.
He's got it all planned out.
See those two brain cells when they orbit right? I put together strategy. You saw that shit, huh?
You got that black little sneaky dig.
Don't even ask him what he's wearing. He might even have yellow shoes. Don't ask, but he might. I think he might.
Hold on.
Wait. Oh, does he? Yes,
he does.
Matty.
He does.
Come on, guys. You know about. Hold on. Come on, guys.
With the matching sun.
I saw
Very
that
nice.
new watch. Where did you come across that new watch? I see you've been posting about it.
So everybody has seen, and we talk about art and fun and everything
Yeah.
else. So Swatch went into a collaboration with did a collab with Omega, and they did all the planets. You can't buy any of the watches. Yeah, they started it last year. You can't buy any of them online, and I think there's only 18 stores in the United States where you could pick them up. And like I said, I love them. I think they're really, really cool. Some people were getting a little crazy. They're going 3 and 4 and 5 times retail, just so everyone knows I'm not that guy. I'm like, if it's meant to be, I'm the meant to be guy. So I was able to literally just walk in and Chris will laugh because he knows what a zoo it is. I was able to walk into Garden State Plaza, went to the Swatch store. I'm like, yeah, they're not going to have it. I'm like, you have any of the Megas? They're like, got one. I'm like,
Got one.
Okay, sold. And, while seeing people sitting in lawn chairs in the mall to get them. So I was able to pick that one up.
Nice job.
My boy, Glenn G. Girolamo, thank you. He picked me up the Saturn piece. And the missus went into the store to pick me up the Sun. And so there's probably 2 more that I'm particularly fond of in the collection. I'd like to get the Moon piece one, and then one that just doesn't sound good, but because it's funny. But I really want Uranus.
Yeah, well,
sorry, I didn't even build that in for a joke. But I don't know where to go with this one. But I do in fact want Uranus, the watch. Everyone, forget it. But I do want that watch. So out of those pieces, and like I said, it's very, very fun stuff. I love them. I love what they did with it. I would never personally pay over retail for it, but as people who really, really want them, it was a cool thing that they did. It was a great marketing campaign, and like I said, they're really fun pieces. So
if you want, I work right down the block from the store in the city, in Times Square. I could check on Monday. I could see what they have there on Monday.
So I could say with a straight face, I want the Moon, but again, Chris, I want Uranus.
Yeah. Well, he said not. He said to be careful to watch for the SWAT team behind him. Just wait till everyone hears this.
I mean, there's nothing I could do to set up. I was like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't care. I want Uranus. There, I said it again. I just don't care. So, and it doesn't even say good because it's like that's what I'm really after. Uranus. I'm like, there's nothing good about saying it. It's like Swatch Omega, you sneaky bastards, you.
Now, did they do another release this year, or is it just the one release from last year still?
It's the one release. Look, how production goes, and like I said, I'm sure there's a big part of it, especially when you have a large global company like them. That's what can you get into the supply and demand, and into the chain. So I don't know if it's a second release and they're putting it out, but the pieces are if it is a second release, they're identical. If you go on Swatch.com and take a look now, like I said, they did a really, really good, and I know Chris has probably seen it. I very much enjoy the marketing campaign. So when you have people that are art savvy and like really good marketing and everything else, they did a really, really good job putting this out there. So I totally get where the huge buzz is. Like I said, they are particularly fun pieces.
Yeah.
It's funny when you posted the first one that you got. I think it was was it Mars?
Yeah, Mars was the first one. Yep.
So when you posted that the other day, I went on the Swatch website to take a look because I love Omega watches, but I definitely can't afford them. So I go on there and I start looking through, all the planets, and then I ended up buying myself a new one of the X watches, the X watch. I was like, I had to because I have one already, and the first run of them, sold out. So
do the X-rated. Yep.
Yeah, so they released a second wave. So that one I'm actually using as like my everyday wearing right now because I didn't want to mess up the first one.
Yeah, they got a black, blue, and a purple.
Yeah, so the first run they did was black, red, and white, I think it was. And I picked up a black for myself, and I picked up Tony a red one. And then the second run, yeah, they have the newer colors too, which is cool. But I had to get the black. Nice.
Yep, that was the original. That's where it all started. Yep.
Those original ones were going for like $1,200 for a while.
Huh? Does that mean I might have to go get the rest of the planets? Because I'm a watch whore, so I do have the original X-rated series. So yep, I have the Swatch flags. You name it, I got them.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, I definitely like the coordination Matty's doing tonight. Can't wait to try. No, I know I'm gonna be trying some soon. The SP 1014 Black tonight. I am having. Well, I already took the label off, but I'm having one of the Pappy cigars.
There you go.
Great stuff. Pairing it with some of, and this is the older bottling of it, Wasman's single malt whiskey from Virginia. Pairing those two up and enjoying. So all kinds of great drinks. Great cigars as always, and tell us down below what you're sipping on, smoking. I see Charlie is now tuning in. We have so many.
Charlie, what up, baby?
Tonight. So many good ones, and I think we may be seeing a lot of these people. It was just announced the last day or so from Ed at Handsome Devil. Our date is April 15th this year. We should probably mention this, shouldn't we, Matty?
That's right. Now it'll be that all these years later. Now we're up to the it'll be up to the third annual barbecue. So very, very cool stuff.
Yep.
I'll be up there with Sanj and we're blessed to have Ed using his place and slinging out barbecue and having some barbecue celebrities up there and doing it for charity. And like I said, it feels good to give back to the community. One of the charities that Ed's particularly fond of is like right in his background is there. There you go, right there, baby.
There it is. There
right
it is.
In his backyard.
Ed is watching too. Ed, we're looking forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, sir. So I'll have a bunch. Oh, there he is. What up, dog?
Yeah. April 15th. Ed, I'm not sure if there is a link for tickets yet. Is there? I have this to show everybody, but we love you too, Ed. If there's a link to put up there, let us know. We'll put it up there in due course. But if you're in the area, if we've seen you there before,
hold on. You know me. I'm sending Ed the link. I like to put Ed. If you're not slinging meat right now, I'm sending you the link. You just jump on. Hold on.
Not yet. Oh yeah. We'll get.
I'll make Ed a special guest. He's a special guest to go with the special guest.
We'll get Ed in
so
here.
Ed, I don't know if you're slinging meats right now, but I just sent you the link if you want to pop on. That's right. You can send me. You can give me the middle finger later. You bastard.
Ed, if you're around, I'll watch for you in the waiting room. He said he's the dishwasher tonight. Well, we can wash you. We can help you virtually wash dishes. Maybe.
I'm all down for the virtual dishwashing.
Virtual dishwashing. Trying to close.
I have a feeling after just doing that, I'm going to be washing some dishes. I'm coming, Ed.
Yes. Well, I'll be bringing some great whiskey. We'll have whiskey, cigars. Sanj will be there. Matty will be there. So many of the people.
Ed, I don't want to hear about the Giants game. I'm a Jets fan. I don't need to hear your shit. All right, I love you, but come on, man. No, there's no need to say that to a Jets fan who spends every postseason with tears. Really, Charlie? I thought you loved me, bro. Fly Eagles.
I love the interaction tonight, guys. Keep it coming, and everybody, all those great people, like it, share it. So many good people, and I'm looking forward to seeing so many of these folks soon. And hopefully, when we're back in New York, Chris, I'll be able to see you. I'd love to come to one of your shows.
Yeah,
absolutely. The one in February. What? Any other shows? Then you mentioned a couple. I want to make sure we tell everybody once again about these.
So for this year coming up, everything's a little bit later on in the year. I'm taking it a little bit slower this year because last year just would have how many shows there were. This year is a lot of group shows. February 11th is the first solo show. Then I'll be doing another solo show like around May, June. And then November, I'm going to have a show in the city again in Manhattan. In August, I'll have a show down in Tampa. Like I said, I'm just trying to take it a little bit easier this year. Last year, I did 9 solo shows, and each one of those solo shows had between like 50 to 100 pieces in it. And they all, most of the shows sold out or had like one piece left. So last year was a good year, but it was definitely it beat me up,
Right.
You made my travel schedule look like I was a wuss, so I would say absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Well, with the theme of robots and technology, man, I love the commentary that you give on art, on society. I just curious, what do you think of everything that's happening in the world of AI art? I mean, obviously, I just because you already talk about robots, you already talk about. Just curious your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think AI art's kind of tricky because, since it is a lot of just programming and and stealing from other kind of artists that are out there already. I think it is I think it's a dangerous kind of technique or whatever you want to call it. But when it comes down to it, it's another medium. It's another outlet. I don't think it's going to make artists go, disappear.
We don't want that to happen. No, we want to keep the artists around. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what I don't like about it is how they do kind of like work other artists, work into these like, code or whatever, so they could create these things. That's the thing that just gets sketchy for me. But there's no way, it's going to make artists, irrelevant. I mean, there's no emotion to it. There's no, for lack of a better word, truth behind it. There's no, connection that people have. Yeah, it creates a cool image and, like a cool avatar, but that's where it ends. It's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And
well, to me, a guy from the outside with no skill. I'm sorry, Tom. I said for me, a guy from the outside who loves it with absolutely no skill. I think the entire thing that makes up art is the passion and the story that goes behind it. So to me, and like I said, I try not to knock anybody else's mediums or something, but to me, the whole point of it in my eyes is everything has a story and heart and passion. And, something that's generated like that, how can you possibly, what's the fulfillment that you get on the back end of that? You can't ask a machine, hey, what was what happened in your childhood that made you come up with this? What was your passion behind it? You're not getting any of those pieces out of it. It's simply, like I said, it's just something done with code. Now, is it possible that it puts together, great art? Maybe, but the whole idea to me of it is to have that, heart behind it. Passion, story, influence, like all the things that make up some of the most wonderful things that you've ever seen, to me is the accumulation of all the things that I just said. So for me, it doesn't work for somebody like me.
Right. I agree with both of you. And I feel like it was sort of a whisper. I was hearing about it and seeing it, not just AI art, but AI in so many ways. But I think you may be, as far as in the interviews we've done, the first artist I've had the chance to ask this question to, because I feel like I'm just seeing AI voices, people who do voiceovers. I'm seeing so many different things, you name it, popping up, whether it's in Facebook feeds, whatever it may be, especially the last few weeks, month or so since the year began. So I had to ask.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And it's a very, it's a very topical thing with art in general right now. I mean, in all honesty, it's going to go the way of, 10 years ago when everybody was making a South Park meme, like Avatar. It's all going to go that way. It's not going to, I think what'll happen is it'll kind of settle to a point where it gets usable for certain things, but it's not going to take over completely.
Right.
It's almost like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like the lotto, like when you play the lotto, you're just kind of getting whatever numbers generate.
Right.
But then if you play like poker or something that's got a like an actual emotional connection, it's like that. So it's like it's like people would rather play a game that has some kind of emotion to it rather than just a machine picking it. So that's like kind of like what I think of with a lot of it lately.
It's the emotional connection, sitting down at the table, or maybe the slot machine, whatever it might be, but at the table, real person versus that instant pick.
Yeah, that visceral feeling of that, like just like, like actually being involved in it,
Right.
and not a bystander almost,
You're not yet, because with some things you just kind of take the soul out of it, right? Like I said, you could buy a machine-made cigar, but we love our handmade cigars. You can find a place that, overseas, you go to Japan, you have an automatic bartender, but nobody wants that, right? You don't want the automated bartender. Person making your coffee, you could have a machine do it. Not me, man. I want to watch the guy doing my pour over, right?
Yeah.
So you can, and there's technical ways to facilitate all that with a million different things. But luckily, still now and in the foreseeable future, I think we all like to see that human element.
Yeah,
We do. That's the reality. That's the authenticity. The real bartender. The real whiskey educator, the real coffee maker, barista. And
the only place I'd want to see, robots come in is maybe replace all the Jets with robots so I could actually have a season. But don't laugh at my pain, Chris. Ed's smiling right now. Ed, that shot with the Giants had to hurt me. I'm like, glad you have some football to watch there, amigo. But yeah. So maybe a couple of robots for the Jets if we could actually win. I'm not against it.
What was that old Nintendo game, Tecmo Bowl?
Oh man. The Jets would find. I have a feeling though, even the robot Jets would find a way to ruin that. So we are programmed to lose in the fourth quarter by a narrow margin. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I'm like, oh man, that programming is real to life. We were about to win the game, but wanted to throw it away with 30 seconds left. Oh no, another L. Yeah.
Well, there's got to be an underdog, right? No matter what.
Yeah, I'm like, who programmed this? So hateful.
Very nice. Yeah, and speaking of that, those automated lottery, was it an automated number someone won on in Maine last week, or a week and a half ago, or was it an actual?
I didn't pay any attention, mostly because I was bitter that it wasn't me who didn't win. So
you were hoping it would have been you.
I didn't get the story.
Did you get any numbers? Anybody?
I played a quick pick and nothing. It was nothing. It's amazing that one person won that much money.
All that.
But I'm going to call them to see if they need any dependents that eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
Like long lost
cousin. Need a new dependent in your family? I'm your guy.
Well,
that's several more pictures of pizza with you each week, then, right?
Yes.
All those lotto winners turn into like horrible stories too. You ever see any of those? It's like I remember watching. There's some show on TV that has like all like tragic stories about people who won the lottery, and it's just heartbreak after heartbreak. You got millions of dollars and nothing goes right.
But if you are that lucky winner and you're watching, let us know. We'd love to.
We'll take some of it off your hands. So we don't want tragedy. We're here to help you avert tragedy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we'll help you shop. We'll get you on the show. We'll have a little whiskey. It can happen. Man, I love all the folks watching tonight. Just so many people I haven't seen pop up here for a while. So again, thanks everybody for watching. It feels good.
I have to be shameless, Chris. So one of my favorite things ever that somebody's ever made for me is my logo made by Mr. Chris.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely shameless, but I love it to pieces.
That was a fun one. With your cigar and coffee.
No, it's
basically the essence of Matty Rock. True.
Yep. What I would ask what inspired that, but I think we know that's you really captured Matty well on this.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would have to say it was one of those self-explanatory things.
Now, did you have to sit and pose for this, or he just knew it from memory?
No. Nobody deserves to have to spend that much face time around me. He's like, oh no, I got up here. We're good. I'll do this out of memory.
I think I used a couple of pictures off of Instagram and some of the ones that we've taken over the years.
And hashtag nailed it.
No, you really did. I love that.
I appreciate it.
So I'm going to put this up here one more time. Chris robotswillkill.com. That is the place to go. The place to follow you on most all social media is Chris at Chris RWK, right?
Yep, that's
follow Chris. All those places. Tell us the date again for Manhattan. Once again is February. Is it 11th? Did I get it right?
Yeah, February 11th. Yep.
February 11th. And this venue you're going to be at, is this one of those venues that you've done before? Is it a new venue for you? Is it?
So it's a new venue. It's Harriman Projects. It's a gallery. It's a gallery that's owned by Hashimoto Gallery and Spoke Art. They have like multiple different locations in San Francisco and New York. Right. I've done one group show with them down in Miami. And the curator just like my work a lot. And he's been to some of my other shows in the city and just wanted to give me a shot. So We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm excited about it because it's a really good gallery. It's a really good kind of clientele. It's should be good. I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited to hear how it goes. And here I was able to let's see here. I was able to get it right up on the screen so people could see it even better. There it is.
There you go.
Hey.
There it is, Matty Rock.
Come on, who out there? I know people would want to buy a hat with that on there, right? Right?
Yes, I think so.
I know people want to be wearing Matty Rock shirts. I feel it in my heart. It could be agina from all the food I ate, but I feel it in my heart.
Now, if you look real close, I think you may see a skull on the coffee holder. Is that right? Is that a skull I'm seeing?
So that's some of his rings.
Oh, is it rings? Oh, it's just rings I'm seeing. Those are Matty's rings, of course. I get it.
Yep.
I'm getting it. Yeah, those are his rings. I like it. It all makes sense. Love
And
it.
you notice what hat I'm wearing in the picture, right?
Ah,
Had to tie me in somehow.
excellent. Well, Chris, it's so good to see you again, man. And
Always
thank
good.
you so much for being back with us. Chris RobotsWillKill.com is the place to go. Check him out on social media at Chris RWK. And everyone watching, thank you for watching. We'll have more details soon, Matty and I will, about the event on April 15th at Handsome Devil in Newburgh, New York. This will be our third one, won't it, Matty?
Yep. We're getting any higher. I'm not going to be able to count anymore.
This will be it's a big deal when it goes on for 3. We're here to stay when it goes on for 3 years.
Yeah, it's getting high. It's like that song they made. I can only count to 4. I hope you heard that, Chris.
Yeah.
Only count. If you haven't heard that, guys, put that. You're gonna thank me later. Put I can only count to 4. YouTube it. You're gonna laugh. It's funny. And it could be a song about me if we keep doing these events, though.
You're gonna have to take your shoes off to count.
Yep. Yeah. Well, there's only one giant toe, so it's terrible. Terrible. It's not going to be super helpful.
Excellent. Well, hey, everybody, great to see you, Matty, Chris, and our best to Sanj there. It sounds like everyone has really enjoyed that SP1014 Black. It's sold out.
Well, I'll give you a perfect thing. So we all remember, we remember the walls and walls and walls, right, that were behind me, in front of me, to the side.
Right.
Most of these are accounted for, but this is it. Hey, Sanj.
A few more left.
That's it. Hold on, I'll say it. And I think they're accounted for.
Behind that stack someplace.
So, Sanj, they're saying, where are the giant walls? And I said, this is all we got left, and I think those are already accounted for.
Yeah, we don't have any.
So I'm letting Sanj disappoint you right now to tell you that they're all gone.
All 80,000 cigars gone. 2 days.
Wow. A lot of happy people.
Yeah, I have a few stuff I'm going to send you out, Tom, Monday. I've been just too busy. Today's the first day in my 55 years of life I could say I need a good 5-hour sleep.
You take a sleep finally.
Yeah, finally. If I get 5 hours, I'm happy.
That's the longest sleep you've had in a long time.
Yeah.
You look well rested, my friend. You do.
Yes. I don't recall when was the last time I had 5 hours sleep. So I made up my mind today. I'm going home, shutting everything off, and that's it.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you got the rest. It's good to see you, and looking forward
Likewise.
to the SP1014 Blacks. I hope Matty.
Nice
did
seeing you guys.
He said
Matty,
if I
did you
bother
get a
him
nap
tomorrow,
today,
he's
too?
going to cut me, and I believe him.
Did you get a nap today too, Matty?
Oh, no, I always make sure I sleep well. You know,
Right.
Eating copious amounts of food, smoking cigars, and drinking coffee. I mean, got to tell you, man, it takes a lot out of a guy.
Yeah, no, it really does. It does.
You know, I don't want to lose all of my creativity, right?
Yeah.
Because it's certainly not working as beauty sleep.
Oh, guys. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Thanks so much
Good
for
to
being
see
here
you.
with us. And cheers, everyone. Much love. We will see everybody next week here on Cigar Saturday.
Yes,
Thanks, guys.
indeed. Much love, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Chris, love you, buddy. Thanks for coming on, my
Love you,
man.
brother. Good
Much
talking to you.
love. And visit Chris's website. We'll put it up here as we head out. ChrisRobotsWillKill.com. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.